people, we are back
Yes,
again.
man.
Yeah,
In a
man.
different space.
Different space.
But guess what? Same channel.
Yeah, man. Same channel, man. Nobody think of something different, man.
No, sir.
We same one. Dean and Joe and Jovi.
Joe,
Yeah,
yeah.
man. And we're there back again, people. Last week's topic.
What would you tell them? Say them for warm up for this week?
Yeah, man. I mean, we did say we want to segue off into the dangers of using men, but it will come at a later date. We did say this week, but that topic here, hotter.
It's too hot.
Too hot, man. So we have to let it go right this up.
The way it's hot, we have to come hot.
We have to come out.
You understand?
God, we wish I could have seen how we... Alright, we might insert a picture
Show
later. Yeah, man. But people, we're back.
Yeah, man. This week,
we're
going to be looking at a topic.
Yeah.
Right? This is a very sensitive topic.
Sensitive.
Especially to the woman.
Yes, man.
You know? Thinking about it, I question myself. Is it okay for a female to have a male best friend? Talk to me.
Start in the comments, people. Before the video start, just start comment and make them talk to one to hear from you, alright? So, boy, but before we get into the nitty-gritty, them to join on the other side, right?
Yeah, man, they need to.
Man.
They have to.
On the other side.
See you on the next side.
Yeah, man. Yes.
Yeah, man, thank you for staying tuned. Alright, so we're looking at should a female in a relationship, have a male best friend
or male friends.
A male friend, yo,
Fire.
that one, yeah, bro. I think we were talking about this earlier.
Yes, man.
We share different
discuss it as
sentiments,
well, Jabby.
different
By the
views.
way, let the people know where we are now, man. We are at the Pegasus Hotel in Kingston, Jamaica. Yes, man.
Indeed. They can find it at Emancipation Park.
Yeah, right across from Emancipation
Park.
So check them out. They have a great restaurant and cafe. And you know,
Blue Window restaurant downstairs.
Sweet.
Nice ambience.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
so
man.
back to the matter.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So we were discussing it earlier while traveling here. And we realized that we have different views.
Of course. Of course.
So basically, you know, the question is, and it's an age-old question, should females in a relationship have male best friends or male friends?
Alright. So
for you, what's your take
for me,
on it, bro?
There's no problem with a female having a male best friend if she's in a relationship. No problem. Because before she got into that relationship, she had a male friend. You understand? So there's nothing wrong with having that male friend. Now, on the best friend side of it, you are asking that part of it. So this is what I think. In a male best friend setting, sometimes, most times what happens is that have one of the parties having a certain kind of like for the other party, especially if they spend a lot of time together.
Man. That's true.
And so, you may never know if in the past, while you were friends only before you get that close to each other and consider each other. You understand?
Yeah, man.
Best friend, you may not know if certain feelings is still lingering. So going in a relationship you know with somebody, you may have issues where the person may see you. They may still, you know, maybe touch you a certain way in the past and things that them still can do that now.
And that can cause a serious issue
problem
in your relationship. Yeah, man.
You understand? However, if you as a female say to your male best friend that, hey, I'm in a relationship now, these things that we used to do, we can't. Even if it means just sit down one-on-one, sometimes the man might not like that way you deal with him, not like the one-on-one.
So you have to respect that.
You have to respect that.
Exactly.
You understand? So for me personally, I don't see a problem with it. You just have to know the
You don't want to
boundaries
cut
where you
off
set.
image in
Yeah,
the comments.
you have to know your boundaries where
Yeah,
you set.
man, I
I
hate
know
that,
so yo,
man.
there's no type of feelings lingering there
Right.
and surfacing. Because if that's there and you don't tell the person,
Problem.
say yo, XYZ,
Issue.
it's gonna be issues.
Catastrophic.
Very catastrophic. And you have to ensure that if it reaches to the point where this guy, who's your male best friend, is starting to disrespect you in
Yeah,
certain
man,
way,
that's true, man.
you have to understand, so you have to cut him off.
Yeah, man,
You
you
see
must
it?
get
So
axe.
if you reach that place there, cut.
Yeah,
You
man.
see me as that? Cut it off.
Boy,
But
you know.
wait it, bro, because I know say you have a different
Yeah,
view on
man,
this.
you know, Jovan spoke his heart out, you know, on that topic, and, you know, I have a different view of it. And it's good to disagree on things to agree, you know, on one ultimate thing. But for me now, I agree with Jovan with male friends. It's okay with male friends, you know, because before the relationship, you guys had friends, male friends.
Yeah.
But it all comes down to what Jovan was talking about, which is boundaries.
Yeah.
You have male friends, whatever you used to do with them, whatever them used to do with you, that can't flag in a relationship.
There you go.
So therefore now, you now have to know, say, alright, this is my male friend and in a this space, and him have to respect your person. Him can't come, wow, go on Cassandra and I grab you from behind and them something. No, them things they don't play with that.
Nope.
And if you're serious about your
More
partner,
that.
right, you have to make sure say you outline that, listen, this is out of it. You cannot do this, you cannot do that. And you state your boundaries, right? I can tell you, most of your male friends as a female, listen up, them like you.
Yes, man. Especially if she hot, bro.
Yeah, man, especially if you had, you can't tell me say you're a friend and like, oh, you know, him just it's a platonic relationship and rare and it's,
Yeah, man.
you
A
know,
bona fide friend, you know.
foolishness. The man like it, and him just a swim around and wait for a cracking at the door, so
Perfect
him can
opportunity.
slide in and present himself as a living sacrifice. No. Now tell you, what as a living sacrifice. But me are telling the people, I saw it go. So that's why, especially if you had male friends before, the boundaries have to be set. And you as a woman have to hold yourself to a certain standard where them know so them can't pass them place with certain inappropriate touches and all them kind of thing there, bro. So that's what we are talking about. Now for male best friend, this is where we differ.
Yeah.
As for me, without a shadow of a doubt, me no want my woman have a male best friend. Considering for me believe say we are both each other's best friend.
Yes.
Me nah say she can't have friends where she respect and she par with and whatever. But when it comes to best, remember that's a superlative, you know, the highest. Right? You're gonna want your woman or your man to be that. That's how, in my view, how me see. Right? And if you're gonna have a male best friend, majority of the time, them know a lot of stuff when normal people don't know. Right? And it become sensitive in a matter where you go down there with your girl as a man and she says something where the girl thinks that she alone know, and that might pose an issue, right? If you claim say you want to have a female best friend, she have to get relegated to close friend. Yeah, when it's like it switch now. So you have an empress, she become best friend, but this is a close friend of mine, right? The status taken from her to you're a girl now, because remember you never did have a girl. So that's why she was the best friend. Now the status elevate to your girl and she have to get demoted. She's a close friend. But your empress now is your best friend, is your confidant, is your girl. You understand?
Sure.
Same for the females. Your man is your everything, is your best friend. The other man them, yeah, me have a close friend. We usually hang on whatever. Right? But you have to know say yo, them man they have to worse if you have a man, you can't. Oh, me I go out with John today. Tomorrow. Oh, me I go out with John. Yeah, man, I go say, what?
Some type of eyelids are starting jump
Yeah,
up.
man, the eyelid are going to jump up and the man I go say, but so you go out with John 7 days a week, 5 days a week.
Concern.
Right? And when you are go to the man, you say, oh, me and John go here already.
And that's the thing, you know, bro.
Yeah.
So while I don't have an issue with a female having a male best friend, there are some times where comparisons start to take place.
Right,
My
and that is
best friend
dangerous.
as a male, he wouldn't have done that. He wouldn't have done this. But you know, you're my man. But you are
you
one
gonna
like
do this
say,
and that's how
that's where the problem comes in.
Danger, bro.
That is it, you know.
understand?
And you know, what reach enough man, I'm a good man, you know. And because him know say yo, him woman is very cool and chill and everything.
them take advantage.
Take advantage, right?
Yeah, man. and them
So he
thing
might have the
that talk
female best friend, you know, and thing, and she might always there for him, show support and everything. But as I said, to me, my mother comes first, then my empress come next.
Yeah,
in line.
man. Everybody is we is a far distant third. You understand?
Yeah. So if as a male, me have a female best friend, she have to understand, say, yo, listen, my woman, she take first precedence before you.
Without a doubt,
Without
and you don't have
a
to
doubt.
explain it to her too
No
long.
need for
Supposed to
explanation.
have sense, we know that.
Pick that up naturally
Yeah, man.
off the bat.
And take care of yourself.
There it is. Know your place
Yeah, man. Know
in
your
my
place.
life.
Know your place in the race.
Yeah, you understand?
Yeah, man.
It's not a rat race, you know.
Not
it's
a rat
human
race.
race.
Human
but
race, but
you have
know
to
your
know your
place.
place. So that is what I look at, you know, and I see where, for me, it's no problem to have a female best friend.
And that's for it.
You see me? That's
so
for me.
that's why I said that.
You see
You
me?
know, we agree
Yeah,
to disagree.
Disagree.
Right.
You know, but all that he said just now, they are very
facts,
important
man.
points
Facts.
because
And I lie,
if
me
you
I tell.
ever neglect it,
Yeah, man. If you leave
You
it to
slip
chance, you
and
slip
open the
your
door.
slide. You're gonna
you
go
slip,
me.
I'm not gonna say you slip, you drop, you never have
Alright.
a chance for
Nah,
slide,
but
you just
you
drop.
just jump, no.
You open the
Yeah,
door
man.
for something that can be very dangerous.
Dangerous, and that's all I'm saying.
Your relationship.
That's all I'm saying. You open the door to the dangers of having your best friend.
Yeah.
Slide in and mash up your relationship.
Yeah.
Because remember, you know, the woman wants to feel at the top.
Yeah, can't make you feel
Man,
like second
the
option.
man, females, listen good. And it's not about, oh, but him too insecure and him too jealous. No. Respect your man.
Straight.
You're there with the man, him supposed to be the end all and be all of any man where they on the earth. Yeah.
First
You understand me I say?
Mhm.
You're supposed to say, yo, if your male best friend call you, right? And say, yo, where I go? And your man call you after and say, where I go? And you are going to tell your man, say, John invite you out 1st. You'll be a mad girl.
I'm glad you
Yeah,
picked that
man.
up, guys. What day, you know, brother? I used to be a youth in the streets. you
Tell them
see.
in the streets.
In the streets, you know.
Yeah,
so
man.
me used to have various kind of women that I would say, hey, you know, Keisha, Latisha, whatever. You know,
No,
want to go
girl-
here or
girl in
there.
a bungle.
Girl in a bungle, girl from Rima, girl from Jungle.
that's
You know. And so
Yeah.
me, I grew up with the mentality that having female friends are fine. But when I ended up having my first lady, you know, and
Yeah,
she showed
man.
me a level, say, yo, you can't have
have
a
to strip
female,
away that.
exactly, a female where you used to rock with a certain way. I think here say them want to go here, so
Yeah,
and here,
man,
so
left
with
that.
your one away.
But then them man, you see how them man and respect. You know, I mean, big up to, you know, the Empress all the time.
You
She's
don't know.
watching.
Definitely will.
Yeah, man. But a long time I preach kids and then them man say, for years, man. Yeah, but you're wicked, you know. You know, say, wait until him find him Empress. For take heed to the thing. After me, I preach so much years, like, no what to the man.
No preaching, man. No preaching.
But it finally sinking out with God
Finally,
for that.
yeah,
You
man.
understand? Because
Trust me.
it is exclusivity.
That's
the
it.
club of a
That's it.
relationship is an exclusive club.
Yeah,
People
yeah.
treat your relationship as a great thing. As we see on this channel, you date to marry.
That's
Nothing
it.
else.
Nothing
This is
else.
not a trial run. Let me test drive that car.
No.
You understand? You're dating to
Want
marry.
shift gear and
Shift
the next
gear
gear
and
you're
your
moving
gear
and say,
down
next
and
woman.
rev match.
Never
and
work.
No, it don't work like that.
No.
It's a straight ride. Once you jump
There
on a
it
ride,
is.
it a run. You
The
understand?
process.
If you don't
Date.
mash it up within yourself, that is all. I don't know if you want to create a flat tire and you rev the car too much and mash up the engine, that's on you guys.
all on
But
you.
once you jump in the car of relationship, it's a long journey ahead.
It is.
There's no getting off
And the
unless
thing
you
is
bail
this,
out.
The thing is this, bro.
Yeah.
A lot of times in arguments,
Yeah.
arguments
Make
comes
them
up
know.
in relationships, and because you have that male best friend
Yeah.
or male friend,
Lord of God, we
because
are
you have
going this
them
now.
each up, you have
Yeah.
them so close to you.
Yes, man.
You say, oh, you know,
This happen.
this is what is happening, and that male friend,
God.
him
And we talk about these
we
things
speak
before,
about that,
didn't
you know.
we? In the
Mhm.
second episode.
Yes, man.
Yes, man.
Because you have him so close and you give him so much information, you
It's a
feed him
ear
like
where
it's
you
your
can talk.
boyfriend. Yes, when
It
something
feels
happens,
like some have strength now.
something happen, boom, him end up come. And him just said so. Flip, especially if you're vulnerable as women,
Yeah,
a lot
man.
of women
Yeah,
can,
man.
express
Yeah,
this.
man, man can
You know,
attest
can
to
attest
it,
to it
man.
that,
Yes,
hey,
man.
you had a male friend.
Take
because
advantage of it, yeah, man.
did so close and they have an issue with your
Mhm.
man.
Mhm.
You end up, boom, and you go do something foolish.
Foolish with that,
And you
boy.
either regret it or you say, boy, it's nice, you know, I feel like I want to go
Yeah.
to him instead, you know, cause, you know, you start have them different memories
And
there.
in some cases, the guy where you did there with was the best guy you could have ever did with. You have some girls, you know, without a doubt, them can tell you, and females tell me if I lie, me I tell you. They have that one guy who you regret for the rest of your life where you mash it up.
Mess up with him, yeah?
Remember me I tell you, that. Don't lie me I tell you. Females, make me know. Cause
Yeah.
me know that for
Yeah,
a
man.
fact.
A truth.
So, you have a good youth, you have a man where deal the thing right and govern it. It might not work the biggest money or drive the biggest car. Though this the man.
Never
You
violate.
understand what I say?
Never.
Though this man you know male best friend or no male friend you go off and I go certain place
Yeah.
with them.
Yeah.
Oh, where are you? You know I'm at Devon House with my male best friend. Where are you at Devon? Devon House a lovely spot.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
understand?
yeah. And that's the next
Where
thing.
you do? Where you do at
Hope
up at the
Gardens.
lookout?
Lookout.
Hope Garden.
You
And
see
then-
me?
Come on,
Policy
man.
those strip.
Policy is just you
you
can't go
can't
them
upon them
places.
strict down
Yo,
them
you
stretch
go,
there.
you go to the
Problem.
male best friend. Is a Burger King. You go.
Boy, yo, remember me tell you,
Yeah,
Burger King it is, or KFC, or
Man, you have to relax
KSTs.
yourself,
You see me?
man. You have
Or
to-
little
that,
food
that
shop.
is what we talk about. Boundaries. There are certain places you can't go
Yeah.
with a male friend. That you go with your boyfriend.
That's
you
right.
go from us to a male friend. Now tell me how this is going to look when you sit down and somebody from outside the window from us take a picture of the two of them. You
Yo,
can't tell
that's the thing, you know, you
nobody
can't
say
tell the
no there.
person where they will say, oh, no, especially if you're in a
Unknown
close,
in a no.
close spot.
From us you cost so much money. You
Yo.
go to a male friend.
That's the thing, you know.
Listen
if
to
it
me,
is
man.
that male friend of interest in you,
Him a go spend.
and he want to spend for try to
And
get
it
something
impress
from
you.
you,
Yeah, man, him a go carry them.
he want to make it up.
So keep your eyes out, females. These are guys. Them just sit and wait.
Yeah, man, it's like a
Me
prey.
can tell you right now if you just me not tell you for do it, you know. But I can bet you right now if you call your male best friend or your male friend and say, you know, say, boy,
Bonafide
John nah
male
go
friend.
on good.
Mm.
I got left, you know, and you me like, you know, he might, if him have little sense, say, you sure? But some of them, a long time for left
Them
boy,
run
you
up
know.
quick.
You know, say a long time I like you too. And you're fat, you know, but me
Yeah,
never
man.
want to say nothing.
Them
Wait,
talk tell you
man.
about the
Me I
curves,
tell you that, if you want to,
everything.
take a test run, me I tell you, enough you to delete out of your phone. Remember, where are you?
Yeah, man, we know,
Know
the
the
levels, man.
streets. And that's why I try to tell people, we know the streets.
And that's one of the main reasons for this channel.
Yes, man, to
So we can
educate the people them
educate.
from what we know and what is fact as well. You understand?
Things
Because
of
we've been in the
experience.
streets. We might not be 50 or 60 yet, but
Yeah, man.
we know the streets.
Yeah, man, experience,
You
you know.
understand? We experience enough to
Yeah, man.
share to you guys on a level where you can say, yo, it comes straight and you know, it not diluted in no water,
No
no.
water down.
Straight to you and in an uncomplicated way.
Indeed,
Yeah, man.
indeed. Trust me, we have enough more to talk about on that topic, yeah?
Lord
But
God.
here what?
Yeah.
We have a section that's gonna come up in this feature.
Wait name again.
It's
bro.
gonna be
Wait,
In the
streets. It's finally
It's
here,
gonna
guys.
be
This
here.
is the first one of it, and we're gonna be here talking to the people.
Yeah, man.
Right?
We'll
And
get them
hearing from the
perspective.
people perspective.
We'll hear them
of
opinions
what
and
their
what they
views
think.
are. Yes, man.
Yeah, man. So,
right?
take a listening ear to see what people
Yeah,
thought about
man.
this topic.
All right. it okay for a female in a relationship to have a male best friend?
Yes.
And why is that?
Because, I mean, was the friend before or after the relationship?
Well, I would think it's before.
Okay, so then you have to cut off your friends because you're in a relationship?
Well, I would think not.
Exactly. So if that's your best friend, that's your best friend. It doesn't matter if you're in a relationship.
So don't you
or
think
not.
that it might cause controversy in the relationship at some point?
It could, but as long as there's boundaries and respect in your relationship, then that shouldn't matter what gender your best friend is.
All right. Well, we thank you so much.
Talk. Okay. Yeah, man. So I think there is no issue with a female in a relationship having a male best friend because the friendship would have likely precluded the
relationship.
Therefore, it would be unfair for a man in a relationship to expect for a woman to essentially abandon a strong friendship beforehand. And it would also be put into question the strength of your relationship if it is that you are very uncomfortable and uncertain of your partner, if you think a friendship would essentially damage or threaten your relationship.
Right. So you think that it shouldn't be an issue?
No, it shouldn't, because a man can have a female best friend as well, and you would also want to have that same consideration from your partner.
Oh, okay. Alright, thank you so much for your time. What's your name?
Listen, Phil.
Alright, thanks.
Why, brother, that did hot still, you know. I never
Boy,
expect some of them
yes,
comments
man,
there.
the people them comment, man, but boy, let us know what you think in the comments. If you know whether must say a foolishness or you know a facts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Because there are some things that were spoken that I agree, but I want to
Yeah,
hear
man.
from you
I hear
first,
from you.
and then we address it afterwards.
Yeah, man. But guys, it has been real talking about this topic, and we could talk about so much more, but we'll be here until next year.
Yes, man.
Right?
Yes, man.
But it was indeed great, and we were glad to have got this topic to talk about.
Yes,
And
yes.
we hope that you enjoyed the video. And if you have enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe as you have been doing, people. We appreciate it, man.
Indeed,
Yeah, man.
indeed. And we just want to express gratitude to those who would have given us their opinions just
That's
now.
right,
You
that's
know,
right.
we really appreciate. If you're watching, remember to
Yeah,
be a
man.
part of the family as well.
Yeah,
And
man.
we'll see
Shout
you
out.
every single week here. Yeah, man.
Alright,
Shout
so
out to you.
guess what? It might not be the same place, but it's the same time.
What? We'll see you again next
man.
week
Same time.
on the
Couch.
couch.
We out.
Bless up.
All right.